If you're new here, my name is Ohemaa. Welcome. If you are a returning subscriber, hey. If you are a beginner at eyeshadow, I know that you're looking to Instagram or YouTube or Pinterest for like inspiration to create eyeshadow looks. However, every time you try it, it never comes out the way that you want it to come out. For me, I feel like the thing that makes an eyeshadow look really good is how you prep your base before you try that eyeshadow. So in today's video, I am going to show you how to prep your eyes so that you can get that very gorgeous eyeshadow look that you see on. Now, when it comes to starting your makeup, different people do different things. I like to prep the bottom of my brows before I go in with anything. Do your brows how you like to do it. Next, I like to go in with an eyeshadow primer. Now, eyeshadow primers are different from eyeshadow bases. Eyeshadow primers are usually the kind of products that you put on to keep the oils away and also to make sure that your eyeshadow will last for a very long time. Eyeshadow primers cannot hold and give you as pigmented an eyeshadow as possible. So what I'd like to do is use the primers before I go in with the base. I generally use whatever primers I can get. It doesn't really matter the brand. I will put a few brands that I like to use down below so you could definitely check it out. I apply my eyeshadow primer and then I like to blend it in with my fingers because I feel like it warms up the products very well and it helps it blend beautifully into my skin compared to if I use a brush. So I always like to blend my eyeshadow primers with my fingers. And as you can see, it mattified my eyes compared to the side of my face. Let's do this one too. Much like how makeup primers have come a long way to where they actually help with your foundation and help it look good and last all day, eyeshadow primers do very much the same thing. Okay, I'm going to be trying out a new product that I haven't tried yet. It is an eyeshadow base. However, if you're somebody who doesn't want to buy an eyeshadow base, you can use a mattifying concealer. I don't like using dewy concealers or creamy concealers because they don't set themselves, and if you're a beginner at makeup, using a concealer that does not dry down will make it very difficult for you to get a really good blend of eyeshadow. But if you want to use an eyeshadow specific product, you can get an eyeshadow base from any brand, okay? I'm trying out this one that just came in from Beauty Creations, and I feel like Beauty Creations has drugstore prices. Now, on any given day, you're gonna hear that a white eyeshadow base or a white base gives you the most pigmented eyeshadow, period. And that is true. However, you might not always have a white eyeshadow base to use. In that case, I feel like any beige colored eyeshadow base will be fine. It doesn't have to be like a pure white kind of base. I will put links to some of my favorite eyeshadow bases down below, and I'm also going to put a link to the one I'm using right now down below, so definitely go ahead and check that out. Before you use any eyeshadow base, you have to make sure that you shake it very well. I like to put like a bead of it on the back of my hand, and this one is really thick. I hope it blends in nicely. When it comes to blending your eyeshadow base, I like to use a fluffy brush because if it's fluffy, it makes sure that the base is very smooth. It makes sure that I don't get any harsh lines and I can blend it into a very beautifully blown out base. Okay, I'm gonna take my fluffy brush. I will link some brushes down below as well so you can check it out. Take a little bit of my eyeshadow base and then look down and start patting it in. Now, when you're applying your eyeshadow base, the trick is not to drag it on your eyes because you're not trying to blend out eyeshadow. You're trying to blend in something creamy. So the best way to do that is to pat it in. So you're just going to pat it as if you're using a beauty blender to apply your foundation, and you're just going to pat. If you pat it, it makes sure that you get like a really good coverage. And from what I'm seeing, this eyeshadow base is beautiful and creamy, and it's definitely gonna dry down, and it's given me a really nice coverage on my eyes. So what I'm gonna do is blend it into the concealers that I used on my brows earlier so I don't get like a really harsh line over there. Okay, you guys, so this is what it looks like when you blend it in. I know it looks crazy right now, but you have to trust the process, okay? Now, of course, initially you're gonna look like a wide-eyed raccoon. However, once you go ahead and apply your eyeshadow on top of it, you are going to be golden. It's going to give you beautifully pigmented eyeshadow. And if you blend in your eyeshadow properly, you're not going to get like a white colored base going all the way to your brow, or you're not going to get eyeshadow going all the way to your brows. But basically, that's how you prep your base for a gorgeous, colorful eyeshadow, okay? Just make sure to pat in any wrinkles before you go in with your actual eyeshadow. This is it for me, showing you how to get a beautifully prepped base for a gorgeously pigmented eyeshadow. Let me know if you have any questions about eyeshadow or eyeshadow prep down below, and I'll do my best to answer it for you. Thank you so much for watching. Love you lots. Bye.